Hello, we are the Ministry of the Real Truth, and we strive to bring all the real truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. No hype, no fluff, and no other silly rubbish that others try to tell you, on-sell you, and then say, well, you better give us all your money. Honesty is our best policy, so no, we don't play those games. We uploaded a video probably about 3 or 4 days ago where a family member, an atheist, admitted atheist, we were conversing with them, and they said, because we said apparently or supposedly the original ancient very old manuscripts, and they jumped on us and says, well, you said apparently and supposedly, so that gives a hint that you're hesitant, you're not really sure. Okay, they got us on that one. 10 points to you, kudos. But we tried to explain it to them that, use logic and common sense, use reason, reality, that we could say, yeah, these are the original manuscripts hidden for 2,000 years, etc., etc., because that's what we've explained to them through our own personal research, etc., of Victor N. Alexander, the native-born Aramaic-speaking translator from Bet Narrator, Mesopotamia, who translated the original ancient, very old Testament, sacred scribal, old tongue or language, the Lishana Artika, Cypraea, which means the language of God, spoken by God to Adam and Eve, etc., and the New Testament Galilean Aramaic, which Yeshua Mashiach, or Jesus the Messiah, Jesus the Christ, and his disciples spoke and wrote down all the texts in, and in the original manuscripts. Those texts were given to the church founded by Thomas, one of the disciples, or Adai, and then hidden by the priests of that church in the first AD, around first AD, from Emperor Constantine, the Catholics, the Roman Catholics, and the Mohammedans, i.e. Islam, therefore preserved over 2,000 years, and were testified as intact by the head patriarch in 1957, Ma Isai Shamun, and others have said, well, it was never needed to be translated in any other foreign language. The priests in the Mass just read from that liturgy because they knew the language. Maybe they used the vernacular, and they spoke it to the people who also knew that language, so they fully understood it. So they didn't have to tamper with it, change it into other languages like Latin, Greek, Chinese, or whatever, right? And then Victor N. Alexander from Bet Narrator, Mesopotamia, native-born filmmaker, manuscript translator, Mesopotamian historian, etc., etc., got hold of those original manuscripts, or a copy of those original manuscripts, in a biblical format from a priest of that particular church, and then found a way to translate them into the nearest English equivalent while staying faithful to what those original manuscripts of the OT and the NT actually say. So this atheist of the family says, well, unless they can produce Jesus' bones, I'm not going to believe it, right? His physical bones, or his bones, or whatever, the remains, because then if he's Jesus Christ, Jesus the Messiah, whatever you're saying, whatever you told us, and he's God, because this is what we explained to them through these original manuscripts, etc., then that would prove that he existed. Therefore, being God, that would prove that God exists. Until then, so we're like, oh, okay. So we just realised today, well, yeah, okay, that's good that we got atheists in the family, because they can, question us hard, and then we realise, oh, okay, and then we go look for the evidence, and then show to them, look, right? Each time they say, oh, I don't believe in Jesus, I don't believe in that rubbish, because, lots of rabbis, preachers, priests or whatever, in the Roman Catholic Church or whatever, you can see on the news and stuff, they're paedophiles, they torture kids, they do this and they do that stuff, that religious crap, well, that's just stuff, fair enough. Okay, so we refound this documentary, The Lost Tomb of Jesus. It's different people, like looking at ossuaries or boxes of the remains of supposedly the Joseph, Mary, Jesus family that was found, right? Some construction company or something was digging up and destroying, blowing up cliffs and all that sort of stuff, right? And some little boy or something found what looked like a hole with a symbol over the top, so it must be some sort of tomb. So he went and told his mother, and she couldn't get hold of any archaeologists to come out, have a look at it. They're all too busy. So she rang the cops, and the cops stopped it, and these guys went in there, like this guy here, and got all these ossuaries or boxes with bones in it, remains of bones. And yeah, we don't want a copyright strike and all that, because we know if we play 5 seconds of this, we're going to get a copyright strike. So apparently they looked at these etchings on the side of this box, right? These boxes, and to their amazement, it was in Aramaic, right? This one here, and it said Yeshua Bar Yosef, and we're like, oh, okay. And you're saying, oh, this is on the side of these boxes, other boxes, whatever, it's got the remains of, or Jesus of Joseph, or whatever, right? Son of Joseph. We're thinking, hang on a minute, if Jesus is the Latinized form of Ieosus, in the Greek Ieosus, however you say that, Ieosus, right? Jesus in the Latin, then that can't be right. What Aramaic, Galilean Aramaic speaking disciple or family member or whatever would be putting his Greek or Latin name on the side of the box? Okay, it just didn't fit. So we were very skeptical, very careful. Like these could be letter. It could be someone else's bones, it might not even be Jesus' bones. So we have to look further into this documentary to see if they somehow can analyse these bones, DNA, it might be pretty hard, and come up with, this has X, but it's missing Y, it's weird, okay, it must be Jesus, or Yeshua Yosef, right, or Jesus the Christ remains, etc., etc. There's lots of problems with it, because there's lots of Matthews, and all this sort of stuff. Okay. We're not too sure. We have to look further into this documentary, listen to it further. But that might, well, we're not going to say might, because then it's, there you go, you're hesitant, you're not too sure, right? Try and get us on that. We'll say this could be in this ossuary, is that what you call it? In this box, found in this tomb, could actually be the bones of Yeshua Mashiach, or Jesus the Messiah, Jesus the Christ. He could have been crucified, died, wrapped up, had all the spices all over him, all that sort of stuff, wrapped up in the bandages, cloth, whatever, and put into this tomb. And he could have left his bones, risen up, different kind of, maybe a spiritual body, resurrected, and left these bones behind. So according to this, a year later, when you put someone in a tomb, you got to go there, and then something about taking them to a family tomb was traditional stuff, right? But that would, if it were fact, okay, if we could prove that it was fact, that would mean that Jesus existed, right? Okay, Jesus Christ existed, because his bones have been left behind. But these people got to verify that it's actually Jesus' bones. Now, how are they going to do that? Because obviously you're going to get atheists who go, it can't be Jesus' bones because he's there, existed. This sort of rubbish are coming at you, right? Because they got an agenda. Okay? The whole motive is to stamp it into the ground and, go hard that, Jesus didn't exist, it's all fairy tales, you're insane, all this sort of crap, right? Because they don't want nothing to do with God. Yeah, that, as the scriptures say, that their deeds are done in darkness, and they don't want them to come to the light and all this sort of stuff. So and so forth. So we'll have to listen to this a bit more, and probably do a part 2 or something like that if we feel we need to. So go watch this. We'll put the link to it down the bottom so you can watch it in full. You probably see it on YouTube. It's called The Lost Tomb of Jesus. If not, we'll put the link. at the bottom of this. If you like it, subscribe to our channel, give us a like, add your comments, and then go share this video, this documentary link, with all your family, friends, Christian friends, Jewish friends, mosque friends, you know, and all those others who are curious about, oh, did they really find Jesus' bones? Oh, so then did Jesus really exist? Oh, you know. And we will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.